Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the May 2020 May 2020 monthly tarot reading for the sign of Leo. Please keep in mind this is a general reading, so it's not going to apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this month's reading in regards to your sun, moon, and rising signs. Okay, so just to let you know, I'm going to be using a Celtic cross style spread, using the intuitive tarot to begin with, and then getting further clarification with the Rider-Waite deck. So, Leo, let's get into it. So, as always, I'm going to start by pulling the main energies first, the full spread, and we'll go into what each card represents for you at this time. And then we'll go into the individual clarifications. So, I just want to say firstly, to those of you who tuned in for my live stream in regards to the full moon in Scorpio, just want to say a big thank you for doing so. And for those of you who also have been watching the video after the fact on my channel, I hope you enjoyed it, found it useful. There we was talking about the shadow aspects that were being revealed at this time, because obviously with the full moon in Scorpio, it was very, very powerful energy, very transformative. There was a lot of inner work going on for healing, releasing, transforming, for really doing the deep-rooted work and understanding, right? All the energies that were that have been at play at this time. So very, very positive. So I hope that you found that useful. And I will be doing another live stream this Friday, okay? So keep an eye out for the announcement. I might get a chance to upload it tonight because I plan to record that brief video tonight. So hopefully I'll have that on the channel for you very, very soon. All right, so let's get stuck in then for you. Leo, what's going on? So in regards to your present circumstances, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. So water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You were in a state of indecision for such a long time, but now you know, you have the answer. You're like, this is what I want. There's no question. There's no confusion. There's no, fog around this anymore. It's becoming very, very clear. This is what I want. So we'll see what this is when we clarify. In regards to your recent past, you have the King of Pentacles in reverse, so earth energy. This is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So yeah, interesting. You were in a place before because you were very confused. You didn't know what you wanted. You didn't know where you were going. You couldn't see up from down at the time because there was just too much going on. There was too many pathways, too many opportunities. So you didn't know which one was the best one for you at that time because you didn't know what you wanted. So as such, that really affected your sense of stability. That made you feel very much not in control of your life, not being able to count on or rely on your foundations because you may have not had any at the time, right? You was very rattled. You were just feeling out of sorts, not feeling very stable at all on any level, pretty much. Because there was this indecision, because there was this lack of clarity, this not knowing what direction to take, what to do, what you wanted. But that's coming to an end. That energy is on its way out, for sure. So in regards to your near future, you have the World card. Very positive. As I was saying, this is a new beginning, new cycles, transformation, okay? The ability to explore one's inner world, okay? Understanding why certain things have grown in importance for you, okay? Why this is now coming to your awareness, what it is that's closing out and what's beginning. So we'll look at that when we clarify. In regards to your advice here, you have the Temperance card in reverse, Sagittarius energy. Could be dealing with Sagittarius, or you could have that in your chart. Either way, I feel like there's something that you realize you have to act upon, that there's a time to wait and there's a time to act. And you may have been waiting for too long now, to the point where certain situations are becoming stagnant or even stale, right? That there's no life in the situation anymore because you've been hanging fire for too long. Maybe out of fear, maybe because of simply out of indecisiveness, right? Indecision. And you're realizing now that you don't have all the time in the world. So now is the time to act. Now that you know what it is that you want, you have to do something about it, right? So looking at your feelings at this time, you have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So this is water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with a water sign also, either way. Or you could have water in your chart or earth in your chart strongly. But either way, Leo, I feel like emotionally, while it's becoming clear what you want, emotionally you're very affected by this situation. You're very much affected by, you know, coming to this realization. This dawning on you may have triggered some emotional responses, right, that you weren't anticipating. You didn't realize that you'd have such an emotional reaction, right, to this epiphany, right, to this awareness that you have now. There may be something that you're feeling like you missed out on, or something that because it made you feel unstable for so long. Just getting that clarity and feeling like you have a shot at changing your life, that could be very emotional for you, of course. You know, when you have like a big wake-up call and you realize that you had the power all along to change your life, that's gonna provoke an emotional reaction, right? Or maybe you're just simply feeling like not just overwhelmed with emotion, but feeling very much not in control of your emotions. And that's what you're really looking for, to be able to get a grasp of your emotions and not have it rule you, and not have it lead every decision that you're making right now, because you're feeling very tender, very emotionally fragile, right? And all you can focus on is what happened in the past, or realizing how long it took you to come to the realization of what it is that you want. Maybe there's some fear because you know you have to act now because the situation has become so stale. Maybe there's some fear of loss, right? So we'll look at that when we clarify. In regards to what's crowning you, you have the Knight of Swords in reverse, so air energy. This is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So you've got pretty much everyone here, right, in terms of the 4 elements energy. But what is essentially being communicated here is that while you know that some action needs to take place, something needs to happen, you're still not actively, now that this comes into your awareness, now that you have this newfound sense of awareness, you are still digging your heels in the ground. You're still refusing to act upon something. So we'll have to see what that is. But there's still this stagnancy here. In regards to your external influences, so this can be places, people, situations, okay? So everything surrounding you at this time. You have the Fool card in reverse. I kind of associate this with Aries energy. It's very Aries-like. But either way, so you could have Aries in your chart, you could be dealing with an Aries, but regardless, again, not moving forward, not going on this new adventure, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, you know, knowing that you're going to be caught. You're not doing that. Perhaps those around you or that are tied into this situation are not willing to do that either. So that's what's also preventing you from wanting to take action. Because you're like, well, if they're not willing to do something about it, why should I be the one to fix it or be the one to act, right? Why should I be the one to take the initiative is essentially what I'm getting, because no one else is doing a thing about it, right? So in regards to your hopes at this time, you have the 3 of Swords in reverse, so air energy. So yeah, I feel like you're hoping that you'll get past this pain that you experience. You're hoping that the heaviness of the situation will be lifted, that you're not going to find yourself repeating the same toxic patterns, getting into the same toxic cycles with the same toxic energies or people or whatever, right? That you're not going to be in this state anymore. You may be concerned, you know, you may have had some issues with your financial situation, your living situation, and that may have really affected your mental and emotional health. You may have even been homeless at one point. I don't know why, but I just got a sense of that for someone, or a situation made you feel like you didn't have a home, even if you weren't homeless, because you lost something or someone you identified as home, and that caused a lot of pain. So it's going to be different for each one of you, but you can take it how it resonates. Particularly if you recently lost a job, right? Because of, you know, the situation that's currently at play in the world. Perhaps you lost a job and that threatened your stability, and that caused a lot of, obviously, fear and upset, right? It's going to be different for each and every one of you. But in regards to your fears as a whole, I feel like you're afraid that you can't get past this situation, that no matter what you do, you're not going to recover from it, you're not going to heal from it, right? That you're not going to be able to jump over the final hurdle and move on, right? That you're going to be stuck repeating the same loops, as I said, the same cycles, because you can't bounce back, you can't recover from whether it was a financial loss, an emotional loss, or, you know, just how you feel in general within yourself. And then with the possible outcome, you have the Two of Pentacles. So this is about trying to find a sense of equilibrium, energy balancing between your fears and your dreams, between your shadow and your higher self, right? Trying to find that sense of equilibrium, because right now you're like a pendulum between the two aspects, right? So it's about finding that place of being centered again, that perfect equilibrium between the 2 points of being. Okay, so let's go into the clarification then. But yeah, I can understand, obviously, that if you have been navigating some very difficult situations recently, Leo, it's not going to be easy, okay? Or especially if you're just coming out of a difficult situation and you're having to adapt to a new lifestyle, or some kind of change, or if there was a significant financial loss, if possibly you even lost a loved one, you know, that healing process takes time. I understand that. I do get a sense of loss and grieving from this. And that can be in so many different situations. It's going to apply differently to each of you, you know. But I understand it's a process. It's not easy. It's going to take time, but you will get there, okay? You have to believe in that. That's the important thing. You have to believe that you will make it. Because if you think that you won't, that's just going to keep you in that stagnant energy. That's going to stop you from making progress, okay? So it's really important that you truly believe that you will move forward, okay? So in regards to your present circumstances, the Seven of Cups in reverse here. You have the Two of Swords in reverse, and you have the Four of Cups. So you made a decision, okay? You made a decision. Something was offered to you recently, and you turned it down because it wasn't, I feel like, yeah. Okay, this is what I'm getting. I feel like you made a decision recently because you understood better what it is that you actually want, right? Because initially you turned it down, right? You rejected what the universe, the blessing that the universe was trying to give you. You turned it down because you didn't think it was your seventh cup, right? The cup, which is actually the ace, okay? The seventh cup is actually the ace. You didn't think it was, though. You thought it was the fourth cup, so you rejected it, right? Not knowing that it was the seventh, the one you actually wanted, here in the middle, right? But now it's come to your awareness that it's true, that emotionally you are overwhelmed by this revelation, by this epiphany that you're having, because you are like, oh my gosh, like this actually means so much to me. Like I can't bear the idea of losing this, right? And subconsciously you were aware of that, but your conscious mind is only catching up now with that's what you truly want. So now you're like, holy shit, I need a moment to process this. Like, what do I do now? You know, it's that kind of energy. So in regards to your recent past, the King of Pentacles in reverse here, you have the Page of Pentacles in reverse, and you have the Three of Cups. Yeah. So you really, like I said, you was really feeling unstable, because you were like, I can't even start small, right? I'm trying to rebuild my life. I'm trying to pick up the pieces, but I don't feel like I can even start, right? Let alone celebrate the good times, let alone feeling like you know, I have something to celebrate, feeling like, you know, things are all good, you know, YOLO, can't do it because I haven't even got this going for me right now. So how the hell can I step into this energy and feel like I have something worth celebrating? I don't, right? Things are not going to plan. Things are not going well because I've lost so much, or I haven't been able to accomplish this or gain that. You know, I don't even have this to offer. I can't, where do I even begin, right? And there was a lot of confusion because you didn't know how to begin. You didn't know how to start. You didn't know if you had the tools, if you had the resources, right? It was just a confusing mess. You didn't know where to begin. Because of a loss you had, or because of something that wasn't in your awareness yet, like it is now. So in regards to the near future, the World card here, you have the Seven of Swords and you have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So yeah, the situation is changing, as I said, you know, circumstances are changing, but you're still lying to yourself about something. You're either lying to yourself or you're lying to someone else about something. And it's hindering your own progress. It's hindering your own ability to move forward and craft a new life from scratch, okay? Even though there are significant changes coming, you know, a new beginning is coming, you're hindering your progress within that framework, within this new timeline, because of something you're not willing to let go of, something that's toxic, something that's deceptive, self-deceptive even. I want to know what that is very quickly, so let's have a look. What is this Seven of Swords? Oh, Ace of Pentacles. You think you don't have it when you do. You don't think it's possible when it is. I don't have it. I don't have it. How can I make this happen when I don't have this? I don't have that. You do. Universe is like, here you fucking go. What are you going to do with it? You're still in that mindset of lack. You're still feeling like, I don't have it. I don't have the opportunity. I don't have the tools. I don't have this. I don't have that. You do. Right? You do. So that's the thing to be aware of. And the universe is going to show you that you do. It's going to bring in some, I don't know, it's going to be like a slap in the face moment because you're still like, well, can't do anything about it. If I don't have this, I don't have that. And the universe is like, are you sure about that? It's going to slap you in the face with the cold, hard truth that you do have the resources. You do have the tools. You are being given an opportunity. So you can't keep deceiving yourself and thinking, oh, poor me, I don't have this, I don't have that. Or, oh, I can't move forward, or I can't recover because I don't have what it takes. The universe is clearly showing you that you do. So do you want to stay in a state of apathy, or do you want to move forward? Do you want to take life by the horns? That's the thing. Or you're going to allow fear to rule you, right? So in regards to your feelings, the Queen of Cups in reverse here, you have the Strength card, your energy, Leo. Like I said, you have what it takes. And you have the Ten of Wands, fire energy, releasing this baggage, this emotional turmoil, this feeling of, I can't do it, I'm not enough, I haven't got what it takes. You know, this is how I am, this is how I feel. Things are such a mess, I can't deal with my emotions. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You have what it takes. You just got to be willing to release what's not serving you, what's not going to help you move forward, whatever it is you're trying to desperately keep grasping onto, or whatever you're desperately trying to keep in this state of stagnation with you. Release it, whatever it is. Whether it's a person, whether it's a situation, whether it's a, you know, a way of doing things, an idea, a thought process. You know, I feel like it's becoming an obsession. That's why it's getting more and more heavy, because you're obsessed with the idea of something rather than just freeing it and allowing it to be whatever it is, right? So in regards to your advice, the Temperance card here in reverse, you have the Knight of Swords, and you also have the Justice card in reverse. So you could be dealing with a Libra, or have Libra strongly in your chart. Either way, it's like the advice here is like, yeah, you need to know when to act. You know, I said to you when this came out, there's a time and a place for everything. There's a time for contemplation and for patience, and there's a time for action, swift, direct action. Now's not the time to sit back on, you know, and do nothing. You've been doing that long enough. It's time to move forward. Boom, there's the clarification. Fast moving action, decisive action, you know, not taking no for an answer, you know, just like, oh, well, you know, if it's not easy to reach out to this person, or oh, if it's not easy to, you know, try and make some change in my life, I'm just gonna sit by the wayside. No, it's like, I'm not taking no for an answer. I'm getting my life back on track. I'm releasing whatever doesn't serve me. I'm releasing whatever is getting stagnant, that I'm holding as hostage, you know, whatever energy that is. And I'm moving forward with my life, right? That's essentially what you're doing. Or what you're being advised to do, essentially. And with the justice in reverse, it's like, you know, you kind of, I feel like in some aspects, you brought this karma on yourself through your indecision and your inability to move, right? Your unwillingness to move forward with your life brought some stagnancy, brought this energy of things not progressing, not moving forward, things becoming toxic, things becoming stagnant, you know, feeling difficult, heavy, emotionally draining. It's like, but that's partially, like, at least partially self-imposed, because you weren't willing to release it, right? Release it and move forward. So in regards to your external influences, the Fool card in reverse, you have the Ace of Swords. Wow, truth. The truth. Yes, sorry, Leo, but it's like there is no denying the truth. It is here to stay, up and close and personal, there in your face, right? I told you, the universe is slapping you in the face with it. I am also slapping you in the face with it, because sometimes you need that tough love, okay, to help you move forward. So, the truth. Five of Swords there. Temperance card in reverse again, okay? More Sagittarius. You probably have Sagittarius in your chart strongly, but not necessarily. Either way, the truth is undeniable. That you are stagnant. Those around you at this time are stagnant, okay? Whoever's connected in this situation is not taking any action, because you've been so inactive for so long in this situation. And the truth is coming to your awareness, right? That you cannot wait for others to take the initiative. You cannot wait for your life to just magically get on track. You have to take action. And that's knowing when to stay and when to walk away. Okay? Some battles are not worth fighting. Some are just worth releasing. Okay? So they can be transformed so that you can move forward, right? Know when to pick and choose your battles. And in this case, you may need to walk away, right? Because it's only creating mental anguish for yourself. So know when to walk away and when to stay. Because either way, I feel like some people are so tired waiting for you to take the initiative that they're just going to walk away, or if they haven't already, okay? So you need to either walk away also, or you need to do something, essentially. So clarifying your hopes here, the Three of Swords in reverse. You have the Seven of Pentacles, which is good. And you have the King of Cups in reverse though. So you're hoping that you'll get past this pain, whatever the situation was, or aspect of the situation that caused you a lot of grief, that caused you a lot of suffering. We do have the Queen and King of Pentacles, Cups here. So you could be dealing with a karmic situation. I know people talk about twin flames and all the rest of it, but yeah, I just feel like it's kind of an umbrella term, really. But you could be dealing with a karmic situation, a soul level connection, where there was some kind of understanding that needs to be reached between you and another that's significant for your journey, for this, you know, growing, you know, this personal growth, right? So either way, I feel like, yeah, you're hoping that, you know, you can get past this pain, by investing in something other than your emotions, right? Because you're not wanting to offer love, you're not wanting to offer fulfillment to another. You want to invest in yourself, but you can't help but look back and think, what would happen if I invested in this commitment, in this relationship, in myself, right? Because this could be easily about yourself, investing in yourself, because you kept thinking, I have nothing to give, I have nothing to offer anyone, I have nothing to offer myself, when actually you did. And you're thinking, what if I realized that I had the awareness that I have now? What would I have given if I knew that? So there is this, like I said, there is some self-deception here, because there's two energies at play. It's like part of you is like, I wonder what would have happened if I had only invested in myself, if only I had believed in myself, if I had believed in this connection, invested in this connection, right? But there's another part of you that's like, fuck that, I don't care. It's like, I don't want to think about my emotional self. I don't want to think about, you know, my emotions at all, because it just brings up too much pain and heartache. I want to get past this, right? So I don't want to be sitting there being all up in my emotions and thinking about, you know, what I need to do in order to best balance things out for my next relationship, or, you know, anything that involves my heart space, essentially. You're like, I just don't even want to think about it at this point. It's just too difficult. But then in regards to your fears, the Four of Swords in reverse, you know, you have the Queen of Wands in reverse, so this is your energy, and you have the Star in reverse, so Aquarius could be dealing with Aquarius. You know, you're kind of looking at this and you're like, yeah, at the same time, I don't want to think about my feelings. I just want to focus on, you know, getting myself to where I want to be, my aspirations, all the rest of it. You're terrified that you're not going to be able to heal from these wounds, right? And that you're not going to be feeling in your energy, in your element, that you're not going to be confident and self-assured anymore. Or perhaps it's coming to your awareness that this was a facade in order to mask how you truly feel about a situation, how you truly feel about yourself, how you truly feel about someone else, how you truly feel about how events went down, right? It's going to be different for each and every one of you. It's different situations. But maybe you're afraid that you're not going to be able to recover from some kind of embarrassment or some kind of feeling that you were not good enough, or that your dreams were not valid, or that you didn't communicate correctly what it is that you want, or that things backfired and you feel like you can't ever bounce back from that because you lost so much, or because you didn't obtain what you wanted, or because you came in with the wrong energy, or whatever it was, right? So that's the thing. And then in regards to your possible outcome, the Two of Pentacles here, you have the King of Swords in reverse, okay, and you have the Moon card in reverse. The Pisces energy are also associated with Cancer, so you could very well be dealing with a Pisces or a Cancer as well. But either way, oh, I realized I didn't go into your higher aspect. We'll look at that in a minute. Anyway, I feel like what you're aware of, or what will be coming into your awareness, is that cold hard logic and being very defensive, holding up your boundaries to the point where no one can penetrate your walls, no one's allowed in, everything's safe and secure in this box. You know, it's not going to work for you, because that's not what you want. That's not aligned with this epiphany that you've had, this realization of how you truly feel and what you truly want, and understanding that you have to release something. If you truly love something, if you truly want something, if you truly want to be of the energy where you can count on yourself, where you can be grounded, you have to release the fear. You have to release attachment, the emotional baggage, you know, the toxic feelings, the self-doubt, the fear, the anger, all of that stuff, right? So you have to release that. You have to let go of that. And it's coming to your awareness that that's how you truly gain alignment again in oneself, by releasing all of those toxic energies and emotions, essentially. So just to quickly go back over this, because I forgot about this, what's crowning you is this time. So this is a significant part of this energy, right? the Knight of Swords in reverse here, stagnation. You have the Lovers and the Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, Gemini energy. So you could be dealing with a Gemini. Either way, this heartache that you're experiencing is in relation to either a relationship, a family member, or someone else that you really knew and felt that you had a soul level connection with, right? But you were not sure, you didn't understand it, you know, it wasn't clear. It's clear now, but at the time you're like, you didn't understand it, you didn't know what it was, you hadn't experienced anything like this, you know, so you didn't know how to act, you didn't know how to approach it, you didn't take it as seriously as you do now. But when it started to dawn on you how you truly felt, you may have got obsessed with the situation or the person. You may have felt like all your emotions were spilling out in various different ways, not necessarily healthy ways, and you didn't know how to healthily express it because you've never felt it on that level before. Or perhaps you didn't know how to communicate it, so you came off as cold and distant because you were trying to protect yourself, because you didn't want to show just how much you felt about this situation, about this person. You know, or maybe this person was estranged from you from a long time, especially if it's a family member, and then when you were able to reunite, it was overwhelming. And you were afraid that they would just disappoint you, so you cut communication, you created distance, right? But ultimately, that's not what you want. It hurt you. But you feel like if I can keep this distance going, if I can keep things as they are, that will prevent me from feeling any more pain. But that's not the truth, right? That you need to address the cause of the pain, you need to address the attachment, you need to address the stagnancy and release it, all of it, right? That's the key energy here. So I hope that helps you anyway, Leo. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found this useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please do. And yeah, the key thing here is knowing when to stay and when to go, when to fight, when to surrender, when to draw near and when to release, okay? So knowing when to do those things. So I hope that helps you. And yeah, we'll see if these energies come up in the next reading. But otherwise, I wish you all the best in this situation. Know that you're on track. You deserve this opportunity to free yourself from the situation and to properly heal. So don't give yourself, you know, such a hard time if you make some mistakes. It's a process. And don't be so, you know, don't think so little of yourself, man. You're way stronger than you realize. You are capable of freeing yourself and releasing this situation, okay? So, you know, don't underestimate your value. Don't underestimate your strength, your resilience, your worth, okay? There's so much more to you than you realize. So I hope you see that for yourself very soon. I'm sending you lots of love and encouragement. And for now, take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you soon.